encrypted and empowered.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Encrypted and Empowered. I'm Fanny, and today we are diving into a topic that affects all of us staying safe online. Women are often targeted by online scams, fake emails, and social media fraud. But why does this happen, and what can we do about it? Well, to help us break it all down, I'm joined with Sabrina, a member of the community of EDC. Welcome, Sabrina. Welcome to the show. Hi. Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions about cybersecurity and the importance of being safe online. Okay, let's start with a big question. Why do you think women are often targeted by online scams like fake emails, and what can they do to avoid them?
Well, I don't have experience with that type of emails. I usually ignore all of my emails. I only make sure that an email is authenticity only by checking the email that
The person that sends you the email. Okay. Well, some people go even further, trying to trick others into giving away personal information. How can women protect themselves from these attacks?
maybe like I don't know, download an app to verify the authenticity of the emails, or I don't know.
Okay, don't worry. Okay. How can someone tell if a message or email is fake and trying to steal their information?
Well, like I said, by checking the email that sends you the email, the person, if you know the address, or I don't know, the user, the user, well, you can make sure that it's verified.
Many women use social media to stay connected. What steps can they take to keep their accounts and personal data safe?
I think that a really good option is like changing the passwords of their accounts, any app, like maintain the constant movement in their account
To verify, like
keep
often. Okay. When signing up for new apps or websites, what should women know to protect their information?
because nowadays all social media or all this technology is part of our daily lives now. So it's basic to know how to protect our information of ourselves. So
Finally, where can women learn more about staying safe online?
I don't know, searching on internet, YouTube, TikTok, all that type of website.
Okay, thank you so much, Sabrina. You are so good in these topics. So let's continue with more interviews.
Hi everyone, now we are here with a member of the community of EBC. We are here with Luis, and now we are going to talk about cybersecurity. The first question is, let's start with a big question. Why do you think women are often targeted by online scams like fake emails, and what can they do to avoid them?
I'm not pretty sure why. I mean, I think there's a lot of trouble about relationship with women, and maybe that's the reason. And I think there's no. I don't know that the right word is punishment, but sometimes that kind of harassment, I would say, or I don't know what did you use, but there's no consequences about those actions. I think that's one of the biggest problems.
Okay, some people go even further, trying to trick others into giving away personal information. How can women protect themselves from these actions?
Well, I think they have to take I don't know, a formal training or maybe receive a more formal education about that kind of problems, and maybe that could be a way to resolve that. They need to be more careful about their personal information.
Yes. And how can someone tell if a message or email is fake and trying to steal their information? What should they do to stay safe?
I think one of the main troubles about cybersecurity in those cases is the security of passwords, because sometimes they're not that safe. We are not, in general, we're not concerned, we're not aware of that kind of problems, and that could be a solution.
Okay, yes. Many women are social media to stay connected. Many women use social media to stay connected. What steps can they take to keep their accounts and personal data safe?
Again, I think there should be more training about those topics, because in general we use social media not as good as we should. We are not that careful about our personal information. And in Mexico, unfortunately, they are more vulnerable about that kind of attack.
Yes. When signing up for new apps or websites, what should women know to protect their information?
Well, it's important to use more secure passwords, to use numbers, letters, symbols in order to create a more complex password. Difficult to hack, to make more difficult to hack. And what else? Maybe not be careful about what information they share, because sometimes they're not that aware. Maybe that could be.
And finally, where can women learn more about staying safe online, and why it is important to everyone to understand basic cybersecurity?
I'm not sure about if there are any websites, or in social media there are many accounts that talk about those topics. I myself follow a TikToker named Paco Web that give that kind of advice about cybersecurity, and maybe that could be an option.
Okay, thank you so much for your time and information.
It's okay.
Well, we are here with Paulette, and we are interviewing her for these questions. Okay, so let's start. Why do you think women are often targeted by online scams like fake emails?
Especially women,
Yes.
I think it's more easy that women could be a victim for a situation like this.
Okay. And what can they do to avoid them?
I maybe be careful with the person with you chat, or in the page when you navigate in the internet, and maybe the social media could be more privacy for just friends and not a public social
Yeah.
media.
Well, some people go even further than that. So, trying to trick others into giving some personal information, how women can have tactics to protect themselves.
Okay, I don't know, maybe the woman can speak with the person that she or us know personally, because in the internet it's too easy to person confuse or actually use another identity that they know.
Well, how can someone tell if a message or an email is fake and trying to steal their information, and what people and women should do to stay safe?
Actually, if in my case, if I don't know the people that contact me to email, to social media or messenger or WhatsApp, I can respond. Actually, the call phone, if I don't register the number, I don't answer it.
Okay, good. Many women use social media, right, to stay connected and to interact with people. So, what steps can take the people and women to stay safe to their accounts and personal life?
Okay, I think it's important to know bullshit with some personal things or activities or the place when you stay in that place. Maybe you can post when you go to the place, and people don't know if the moment is in that moment or is the past.
Like some days after.
Exactly.
Yeah. When signing up for new apps or websites, what should women know to protect their information? Like, I don't know, signing for Canva.
Okay. I don't know, because Canva logged with the email, so it's important. I don't know, maybe the restriction or the privacy when the information you in internet or you I don't know, up on the social media is too carefully with that information.
Well, finally, where can women learn more about these type of things to be safe around the cybersecurity terms?
It's difficult because the internet and the social media it is for that, for know people that are in another country, but it's important to know that people that you can talk maybe is not the person that you think is. So you avoid give information, so some personal information for you and your family and your establishment, because you don't know actually. So you can maybe talk and connect, and maybe when you meet people that you know in the social media or in the internet, you can go with somebody.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, and stay connected with our podcast.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, today we are with Fatima, the member of the community of the EBC. My name is Mapaila and we are going to make some questions. The question number one is going to be, why do you think women are often targeted by online scams like fake emails? And what can they do to avoid them?
Okay, first of all, I think women are targeted of this because, well, not all the people are raised with these values of being respectful and not to seeing women like objects. And we can avoid not sharing all our information because, for example, my mistake was that I gave my phone number to a teacher here of the ABC, and I thought it would be like normal, like a teacher and classmate relationship, but it wasn't. So he started to, how to say, like, yeah. And he started to stalk me and follow all my steps, and it wasn't so grateful. So I would say, like, not sharing even your phone number.
Okay. As a number two, some people go even further trying to trick others into giving away personal information. How can women protect themselves from these tactics?
I will say like have all your accounts in private in social media in all the things you can. Like for example, also not sharing like where you are, what are you doing, like being so careful with that.
Okay. And how can someone tell if a message or email is fake and trying to steal their information? What should they do to stay safe?
It's not that hard to identify if it's a fake account who is contacting you. For example, if it says like in the HTTPS that it's not from the government or it's not from your own business, like .ebc.edu or .hilton or .gov or something like that, you can notice that it's not real. And also because they gave you links that are not approved by the internet. Exactly.
Okay. Many women use the social media to stay connected. What steps can they take to keep their accounts and personal data safe?
As I've already said, like they should have all their social media in private, just talking with friends and not giving information to anyone who talks to you. I mean, like for example, yesterday a man who was walking with me, like in the side, he just started talking. He asked for my phone number and for my social media accounts, and I was like, no, bro, I don't even know you. So I prefer like keeping that on my own form and for my friends and for the people who knows me. Actually, that would be a really nice way to keep you safe.
Okay, when signing up for new apps or website, what would women should know to protect their information?
When you enter a new account or social media, they ask you if they can share your information and state in public, even if your account is private. They ask you if they can share it. So I will say that in that option, put it like not share it in any way.
Okay. And finally, where can a woman learn more about staying safety online and why it's important to everyone to understand basic cybersecurity?
Can you repeat?
Where can women learn about staying safe, like in your online, and why it is important to everyone to understand basic cybersecurity?
Okay, so in this time we all should know about like why cybersecurity is important, because right now, because all the things we have like social media, internet, new devices, technology and all this stuff, it's really easy to other people to connect with us and not to connect like emotionally, just to connect like stealing information or doing something more like badly and hack our devices. So it's important now because this is our future, and now all the platforms, all we have is it's online, and we have to know how to encrypt that, and it's important because of that.
Okay, thank you, Fatima.
Hi, today I'm joined with a member of the EBC community. Her name is Anna. Well, Anna, I'm going to ask you some questions about cybersecurity. Well, let's start. Why do you think women are often targeted by online scams like fake emails, and what can they do to avoid them?
Well, I think women are most targeted because they usually, they have a stigma that normally women are the most disinformed or the most ignorant in the part of cybersecurity or in other way that is about maybe technology like that. It's very wrong that stigma because we know that there are a lot of women that they are prepared to do that kind of technology. But yeah, I think that for the women to protect themselves from these tactics, it's very important to be informed and have a proper education about the different cybersecurity threats that exist.
Okay. Well, some people go even further, trying to trick others into giving away personal information. How can women protect themselves from these tactics?
I think it's very important to identify, as a woman, to identify these kind of scams, the people that will call her, because maybe sometimes you know someone that in person and I don't know, they trying to flirt with you or something like that. And yeah, so it's very important to be informed, to see the signals yeah, they can provide the information that is scammed.
Well, how can someone tell if a message or email is fake and trying to steal their information? What should they do to stay safe?
Well, there's some information about the email that comes from that is usually a scam. So normally you have to verify that the person that sends that email is a verified email. And so yeah, so usually also they have like a subject for the information that has the email, and also what kind of information they ask you, no? For example, there are like emails that they, I don't know, they usually say like your account is being hacked or something like that. So now it's very important to not enter in panic and verify that information. Yeah, exactly.
Well, many women use social media today
Yeah.
to stay connected. What steps can they take to keep their accounts and personal data safe?
Usually, and I think the most important one is about passwords, and have a safe passwords. And when we talk about safe passwords, it's not your dog's name or your cat's name and your birthday. That's very important because usually people can found that kind of information on social media or something like that. So it's very important to have a very long, if it's possible, have a long password and not having like it has to seem like random letters and numbers, right? So be safe in your account. And don't give the information about your accounts to strangers or even your friends, because imagine even the
Something is personal.
exactly
It's
their
personal,
personal
so-
information and it's personal data.
Okay, well, I don't know, when signing up for new apps or app you use every day, what should women know to protect their information?
What should
Women know to protect?
I think that don't put all your information or personal information that can compromise your personal data, because they also have been like information or news about how do you say, personal steal or identity steal. And yeah, so I know a lot of women like to post about their everyday life, and I think that's okay. But try to be very careful about what do you post or do you do in social media.
Okay, finally, where can women learn more about staying safe online?
Where?
Where?
Okay. There's a lot of sources that can be developed to the information. For example, YouTube has a lot of videos about cybersecurity and all that things. Also, maybe in school, for example, here in the school they teach you about cybersecurity and all that. But I think the people who were talking about women in general, I think like maybe YouTube just has a lot of information. Even in Google, they has a very trusty, how do you say, trusty sources that can help you with how to protect your data.
Okay, well, thank you, Anna, for sharing all these amazing tips. I hope everyone listening feels more empowered to protect themselves online. And to our listeners, cybersecurity is in your hands. Stay smart, stay safe, and remember, you are in control of your online security. Thank you for tuning into Encrypted and Empowered.
Empowered.